How you going, guys? It's Matt here again. I know I haven't been doing many videos lately, and it's just been a massive struggle since losing my brother. It's yeah, not something that you prepare for whatsoever. But picking up the camera again and giving it a shot, and we've just got a camper trailer here that we're doing a lithium setup in. What we'll be doing is putting a 40 amp DC-DC charger in. We've also got this 300 amp hour lithium battery as well. Eventually, later on, the plan is to upgrade whatever power box this is. It's absolutely horrible and outdated. I've already ripped the battery out of it as well. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just gonna run some power into here for now from the 300 amp hour battery and leave everything as it is. But this will get ripped off eventually, and all the power and everything is going to be coming out of here. Now, we will be playing with the 40 amp DC-DC charger that Kings has brought out. Going to do some testing, see how it goes. Now, I haven't had much experience with the Kings 500 amp shunt either, so it's the cheaper option, obviously, compared to what Victron has. I've always used Victron, so this is going to be interesting. I've never set one of these up, and this will be the first, so see how it turns out, eh? So just going over this wiring diagram here, and it doesn't come with a positive lead that goes in here to turn the shunt display on, which is, I don't know, I think that's pretty rubbish. The Victron one does, but anyways, we'll just stick another one in there. Probably put a ferrule on the end of the positive lead, go into the positive part of the battery. Obviously your B negative goes straight to your battery earth, and then all your loads come out of there. But yeah, there's your temperature probe as well. Display. We'll get this all hooked up because it's going to be one of the first circuits that we'll have to hook up to this 300 amp hour battery. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with one of these, but this is a direct terminal fuse. I think they're an absolutely great addition to anyone's system. You literally got your battery terminal here. Bring it straight over. Put it on there, bolt it straight in. I think they're a fantastic idea. That's a 200 amp one because we're not running any inverters at the moment. As you can see, I'm getting a little bit of a layout happening here. That's a bit on the piss, but we won't talk about that. It's not going to be looking too pretty. It's just to be functional, as all the setups that I've done, everything is just done to make it work and not catch fire, basically. So as I'm wiring it all up, I've also got to show you that you have to have your temperature sensors hooked up as well. So it's important to have the temperature sensor hooked up on lithium chargers, because if it drops below 0 degrees or gets above a certain temperature as well, I can't remember how many Celsius, the battery shouldn't charge. You do not want to charge it below a set amount. I think it's 0 degrees from memory and higher than 50 degrees from memory. Don't quote me on that, but it is important to have your temperature sensors hooked up as well. So as you can see, one of the temperature sensors is for the DC-DC charger. The other one is for the shunt, the Kings shunt. Okay, we're going to do a little test of the shunt. quickly. Yep, shunt's got a light up, that's good. So as you can see, got your main positive coming up here and down to the battery for that fuse. Main negative coming up through the shunt. B negative, don't forget, B negative for the battery only. That's all that stud does. So many people get this stuffed up and hook up an earth to it or whatever. This is only for your battery negative, so that the shunt can read everything. And you've got your main negative coming over to the bus bar. You've got a negative going up to the DC-DC charger, and then the positive coming out of the DC-DC charger as well. As you can see, that's battery input. Sorry, I melted that a little bit. So yeah, then it gets really simple. Just got to run an Anderson plug out of this, straight out of the toolbox to the front here. And then we've got solar input. Easy as. So for everyone else with the newer vehicles with a smart alternator, you'll have to figure out if you've got a smart alternator. The vehicle towing this does not have a smart alternator. You need an ignition wire, so you'll need a 3-prong Anderson plug running from this straight out to your vehicle. So yeah, really simple kit. This 40 amp DC-DC charger, extremely simple. Solar input, Anderson plug. Alternator input, Anderson plug, easy. You run these in unison and have a 3-prong Anderson plug if you have a smart alternator, but if you don't, that's all you need. Straight to your main battery in your vehicle. Now with this shunt, that's going to be hidden up in that toolbox up the back there. I've got to run power straight through some conduit straight into that box up there to power everything in here now. But first off, I'm going to tidy up all this and run that Anderson plug to the front. Hope you enjoyed watching. It's really simple setup on these 40 amp DC-DC chargers. Thanks again for watching, guys.